Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're going to be casting this game today between Marcelo 2K4 here in the blue at 99 versus Ancient Man 7 in the red at 797. But yeah, the rank just reset again, so yeah, that's why there's such a low amount of players that are higher ranked right now. But Ancient Man definitely keeping up there with that 700 within like one day. Pretty impressive. So he likes the Yu-Gi-Ohs a lot. I like it a lot too. So he's gonna go for, let's see what he had. So he did happen to have Gale, MST, and another duality. And let's see what he has. I was gonna go with a Space Typhoon. So perhaps he wants to space, and I think that'd be a good play if he happened to be playing Blackwings and he happens to open up with Whirlwind. It'd be a great play. Let's see what he's doing. He's gonna space that back row, and it was a Dimensional Prison. Ooh. Card hasn't seen very much play just because the format's getting way too fast. And okay, so Shura's gonna come out. Shura's gonna poke for 1800, and main phase 2, perhaps set an Icarus attack. Pretty good card. I have no idea what our player in the red is playing, but player in the blue is playing a relatively old deck in Blackwings. Space comes out. What was it? Ooh, it was a Bottomless. Bottomless is getting a little bit more popular just because you know, it hits a lot of different decks. Like Dino Rabbits actually have a really hard time with Bottomless. It actually hurts them quite a bit because after you Bottomless them once, they can't go for Rabbit more than one more other time, basically. I mean, they could have Pot of Avarice, but it'll be a little bit more difficult. So he's going to exceed, and let's see what he ends up making. Let's see who's going to go for number 17. And a Kalut here would be absolutely devastating. Does he have to have Kalut? Kalut would be so good. Does he have Kalut? Oh, nope. Looks like no Kalut will be coming out. But yeah, Kalut would obviously be so good because not only would it be able to you know, have the Shura survive, but it will also let him get like another card out of his deck, which would probably be Vayu, I'm guessing. But our player in the blue happens to have Gale, and I don't know why he's not going Gale half attack over it, because if the wind-up player really needs to go for that, then he might be in a bad spot. Maybe Vayu Icarus attack? But if it was Gale, I really would say summon attack, and then you'd still have the Icarus attack, you know? It'd be a lot better, because windups really don't do much unless they're able to exceed. Let's see what ends up happening. Hunter's going to attack. And if it is Gale, I believe that wasn't the best play, because yeah, he definitely could have got over that. Icarus attack. Ooh, so it was Icarus attack. And if it is... Okay, so it was Vayu. Really good play, I'd say. I mean, he was able... But, I mean, realistically, Gale would have been okay, too. Summon Gale and attack. But perhaps he's saving Gale for... I'm not sure what other reason. Let's see what he ends up doing here. So I'm just going to set one. So looks like he's going to save that Gale. He's going to be a little conservative here. I don't think that it's a bad idea because, you know, 6,200 life is still a lot. Oh, an Inzektor. So Inzektor windups versus the Blackwings, looks like. Attack with Centipede, and let's see if he has a response. Ooh, interesting. He's just going to summon Centipede. And, I mean, if he had a Hornet, he could still equip, but I'm pretty sure he would have popped if he happened to have Hornet. But our player in the blue really needs, though, if he has Shura, he'll be at such an advantage. Duality comes out. So let's see what he ends up going for. He really needs to get a Sirocco out relatively quick, though. Just because a Black Whirlwind, and I'm pretty sure he'd want to add that. That is a very good card to add. But he needs to get a Sirocco out relatively quick because Blackwings can OTK, really. Sirocco Absorb really does wonders when you're able to have multiple Blackwings on the field. especially if you happen to actually make Armed Wing, and that piercing damage, pretty devastating, especially if you hit like a Raikou or something like that. So, ooh, Black Whirlwind and a Sirocco comes out. I was just mentioning that card. So, yeah, he could activate the effect to absorb. But obviously, he won't be able to special summon any more Blackwings because he activated Pot of Duality this turn. So, I think, I mean, adding Kalut would be still good. Ooh, he's going to go for Blizzard. That's a pretty good option as well. I'll agree with that. So, in his hand right now, he happens to have Gale and a Blizzard. Oh wait, no. In the beginning, he duality'd for MST? I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I think he has Gale. But anyways, ooh, Foolish Burrow comes out, and probably he's going to be sending Hornet to the graveyard. And if he has to have Dragonfly, perhaps, he can make a pretty decent play. Oh no, he's just going to go for Avarice. So he had to Foolish, perhaps just to get in the 5th monster. Or he just wanted to deck, then that would be a good option as well. Alright, so that was pretty good. So yeah, he did do that so he could deck thin, and see if he happens to go into a Inzektor play. Ooh, and Dark Hole comes out. Interesting choice. Perhaps he does not have an answer to that, and that's why he's just going to have Dark Hole, and he's going to summon Hornet. To equip Hornet, and Hornet's going to pop. He really just needs to get rid of that Whirlwind, perhaps, and yeah, because that Whirlwind is very, very good, especially with like Blizzard. Because, well, Real Oppression isn't legal now, but, you know, Real Oppression would miss timing with Blizzard because of Black Whirlwind. To attack for 500 damage. But our player in the blue happens to have a Blizzard, so, I mean, he'll be able to Blizzard, he'll be able to value effect, and he could potentially be able to finish off the game depending on what he makes. So let's see what he does. He's being his graveyard, so perhaps he does want to remove. I wish I could check the graveyard too, but let's see, he has Shura in the graveyard, Vayu, and the other Sirocco. So I mean, he could go for Dark Armed, although oh, he's going to remove Pot of Duality as a Blackwing monster. No, mostly. Oh, he's top decking it now. What? Top deck Duality? I think he needs to send that Duality back to the graveyard. But I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, he should be able to push for... Oh. I don't know why he put the Duality back. But yeah, he could finish off the game right now. All he has to do is summon Blizzard, get back Shura, and Synchro into whatever, and then just Value Effect, and he can make a game. So yeah, he's going to get out. I mean, he doesn't really need to Synchro up. I mean, I'm sorry, he doesn't need to make like a Brainiac and send a card back. Should be able to just go for a game right now. Let's make it level 6, so let's see what he goes for. He should go for Gaia Knight, because it does the most damage. And he still has Value Effect, so he's going to go for Armed Wing. And now he can banish. Oh no, he's just going to go for that. Huh, interesting. I mean, I see no reason why to push for game because, yeah, usually wind-up players don't play Gorge just because I have those factories. Yeah, I really think that our Blackwing player really should have just tried to go for game. He would have had game, because obviously a Gorge would have been dropped. And even if Gorge was dropped, he could still just remove the Shura to get rid of that. So yeah, you guys can see that if you're playing against wind-up or I would say when you're playing against windups, definitely go for game when you can. Even against wind-up Inzektors, just because, I mean, if Hornet's in the grave, you're going to take a huge hit. So he's going to go for a Centipede, and he can equip, and most likely he's going to pop Armed Wing, I'm guessing. Because if the back row was anything good, he probably would have activated it. You could still chain Igor's attack now if you wanted to. And that'd be an okay play, I'd say. Yep, and then he can now add Gigamantis, or he can add another Dragonfly. So let's see what he goes for. He's going to go for another Dragonfly. But yeah, and then our Inzektor player can make number 17 if he wishes to. Let's see what he ends up making. Or he could go for Z-Means, because he is kind of low on life. But the Blackwings are able to pierce. And I would say attack first, and then make it. I wouldn't really be worried about, like, a D present, because usually Blackwings don't run that. But yeah, a Kalut plus piercing would basically make a game. But let's see what he happens to try to do to come back from that, I'd say misplay, essentially, where he definitely could have won the game. But he's checking his graveyard, so I mean he definitely wants to use Value's effect. So if he happens to have a Sirocco plus, oh, no, he's going to go for that, and he can make a Bryanak and just send back the Zen-Mains and attack for game. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to make, unless he happens to not run Bryanak, which I'd be curious to why. But yeah, most likely that's just going to be game there by just setting that card back from his hand. Unless we see an effect Veiler. Ooh, what is this card? Black Return. Wow. That's actually not too bad, because you still get to return it. That's actually not that bad. No joke. I mean, you get to return the Zen-Mains, perhaps, you know. He could, well, I mean, this card was, that's not really not that bad of a card. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You can see Blackwings are still pretty decent, I'd say. Obviously, the Dark Arm really helped. He could have had game one turn ago. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.